Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new, welcome back if you're not. In today's video, we're going to be going through the 2025 top winter trends. If you're anywhere in a cold weather climate, you know that winter is very much upon us. I'm in the Northeast and we have been graced with some nice weather. Today, it's on the mild side. We're at about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. We know that the temperatures have dipped quite a bit on many days and will continue to do so as we continue through the winter season. Now, we are in the new year. The holidays are officially over. So my goal is to help you stay on trend and stay in style in 2025. So today I'm going to be going through some of the top winter trends for 2025, sharing which ones are my favorites and which ones I am not so much a fan of. Depending on the time of day of where you are, grab a coffee, grab a snack, grab a drink, make yourself comfortable and cozy, and we're going to get right into it. The first trend of 2025 that I want to start with is accessories. Accessories are going to be big in 2025. So a lot of these things that I go through will cross over into spring. So the first trend of 2025 I want to get into is gloves. And yes, gloves are practical for winter, but I'm talking about elaborate, beautifully made gloves. Think Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's, where she wears that beautiful cut-off gown and has the gloves to accessorize and elevate her outfit. Those are the kind of gloves we're going to be seeing a lot of in 2025 as people look to accessorize and elevate their outfits in different ways. I find gloves to be very playful, very fun. I don't know that it's a trend I will personally be trying, but definitely one to keep an eye out for. A multitude of different types of gloves. They come in so many different colors and embellishments. You'll find some that have rhinestone or different embellishments. You'll find some with ruffles. So this is a nice, easy way to play up the trends without spending a whole lot and having to invest in an entire new wardrobe. You can essentially pair together outfits that are existing in your closet, throw on a pair of gloves, and you'll be on trend. Let me know down below if this is a trend you'll be trying or one that you'll be skipping. The next one that's going to be really big are textures. Think suede and corduroy. In fall of 2024, we did see a lot of suede, particularly suede blazers, jackets, trench coats. That trend is going to continue well into 2025. In fact, we may even see it in the colder days of spring. Corduroy is a nice, more cost-effective option if you don't want to invest in suede or don't want to deal with the upkeep and high maintenance of suede. You can invest in corduroy. And I'm thinking particularly corduroy pants, those brown or burgundy colors. I think those will be really beautiful for the winter season and something that you may want to keep an eye out for. I don't know how it'll look in the spring, but we are seeing some suede and corduroy playing into some of the spring outfits in a lighter tone or a more lighter fabric. So think less fabric, more texture. Personally, I think of suede and corduroy and I think of more fall winter, but it'll be interesting to see how people style it up for the spring months as well. But nonetheless, while you're here in winter, this is definitely a trend that I will be trying and looking forward to styling in my existing wardrobe. Aside from that, I mentioned textures, but also patterns. So we saw an age of minimalism and minimalist, quiet luxury was very in and relevant. Now things are changing and it's becoming more maximalist. So think more textures and patterns and instantly plaid. So plaid is one I kind of have a love-hate relationship with. I love plaid because of my days in the 80s and 90s. I think Clueless, Cher's iconic plaid skirt, the yellow plaid skirt outfit to me was everything. In fact, I'm surprised I haven't done a Halloween costume dressed up as Cher. I would love that. Plaid is going to be very, very in. It is back. It's going to be very fun. So if you're thinking of plaid for the spring and summer, Cher's outfit is a perfect example. It's got some bright colors to it, some fun colors that are more fresh and perfect for spring and summer. You can also wear plaid in the fall and winter. In fact, it tends to be more popular in the fall and winter months. You have colors like deep burgundies, dark dark reds, deep browns, a chocolatey, warm, delicious brown. Black is also very popular, like a black and white and brown plaid. Also that dark sort of emerald green or forest green is also very popular with plaids. So plaids are definitely going to be very in and very relevant. This is a nice, easy way to elevate and spruce up your wardrobe without having to invest a whole lot. You can simply buy one plaid jacket in a neutral color, such as a brown, that can be worn year-round. And if you want to obviously invest in a second one as a backup for spring and summer, I would recommend a brighter or warmer color, maybe a light sort of pastel yellow. This is a nice, easy way to kind of be on trend without having to replace your entire wardrobe. Now that's a perfect segue to the next trend, which is going to be pastel yellow, or any yellow, I would say. Yellow is apparently going to be the color of spring, and I know that this is a winter's video, but I am trying to cross over for spring as well and kind of do the 2-in-1. Yellow is going to be a great color, and I think as soon as March hits, people are starting to see a lot of the spring line and spring collections be released in stores and in boutiques. A lot of fashion houses tend to release them and make them available, sometimes as early as mid-February. So keep an eye out as we approach the coming weeks, because you may start to see yellow pop up in a few different fashion houses. I am always also a firm believer of shopping ahead if you want to be on trend. Of course, I'm more of a classic girl. I try to invest in pieces that are going to stand the test of time and remain timeless, but it is always nice to have a piece or two that is on trend. So if you want to shop early and get ahead of the trends and be prepared, I would start shopping soon. Yellow is going to be one of those colors you're going to see pop up everywhere. Personally, I am a huge fan of the pastel yellow color. I do have my eye on a pair of yellow orans. TBD if I get them. They are so cute. I cannot wait to incorporate yellow because it is a color that I do genuinely enjoy. It's a color that I like wearing, and because of my color palette and my color aesthetic, it tends to complement me pretty well. There are different shades of yellow too. You have cooler yellows, you have warmer yellows, you have more muted tone yellows, of course brighter yellow, the darker mustard type, which will be great for the winter season as well. Yellow is a great color that you can incorporate into your wardrobe year-round in different shades and in different ways. The next one that I want to highlight for you guys is going to be polos. Polos are coming back and bigger than ever, but in a more feminine silhouette. So think a little more fitted, slim cut, a little tighter. So not a boyfriend borrowed polo, but more of like a his and hers, where the female has her own version specifically tailored. I personally love this look. I think it looks really cute with a pair of jeans or a skirt and a pair of loafers, maybe a little sweater wrapped over. It's very preppy. In my opinion, I think it's a classic style that will remain timeless for many years to come. If you play tennis, of course, if you're part of a country club, you probably never stop wearing polos. Polos are going to be great, and I would recommend them in a pastel color. Think pastel pink, yellow, even pastel blues are going to be very beautiful for the spring months. This is also a style you can incorporate well in the winter. I would start investing perhaps in a white polo. A white polo you can wear year-round. Polos are another great way to remain on trend. You can invest in maybe 1 or 2 polos in a pastel color or even a neutral like a beige or a white, and that way you can wear it year-round. The next big item that is coming back and is personally a favorite of mine are Peeptoe heels. I personally love Peeptoe heels, and this will be a great opportunity for me to dust off my Manolo Blahnik Peeptoe pumps worn by Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City. Cannot wait to wear these shoes. I absolutely love them. Peeptoes are a fun, different way of wearing heels. I tend to prefer Peeptoes in a kitten heel or a smaller, sort of shorter heel. So this will be really fun and exciting for the spring. I think something you can incorporate into your winter wardrobe as well. I personally have worn mine in the winter throughout the year. These are an absolute favorite pair of shoes of mine. They are extremely comfortable. They always make me feel a little special knowing that Carrie Bradshaw wore the same pair. So Peeptoes are fun, and what I love about Peeptoes is as the spring is approaching, it's a fun way to spruce up the Peeptoe by having a really nicely done pedicure in a nice, fun, bright color, a color that perhaps is on trend and in style for the spring time. So a pastel yellow, nicely done pedicure with a Peeptoe heel in the spring is going to be Chef's kiss. This is a nice, really fun way to incorporate trends and colors, give that sort of pop to your outfit without having to invest in a whole lot. You can have a very toned down, neutral color outfit, a pair of nice Peeptoe pumps, and a fun, fresh, exciting spring on-trend color on the pedicure and nails, and that instantly elevates your outfit. You're welcome. The next one, which I'm not sure how I feel about, it's actually one that I don't think I'll be incorporating, but TBD, strapless dresses. I personally loved strapless dresses when I was very young and didn't feel self-conscious of my arms. Now I do. Strapless gowns, I think, are really beautiful to sort of accentuate the décolletage. I think it's a nice way of elevating an outfit, but in a fun, fresh way. And that's going to be really on trend for the spring. And I realized this was supposed to be a winter's video, and I keep mentioning the spring outfits, but maybe I'll turn this into a both winter, both spring. You can incorporate strapless in the winter by pairing a cardigan over it, a nice shawl or scarf, a nice jacket over it would be fun, like a leather jacket or maybe even a suede jacket over a strapless dress. So these are things that you can start to invest in now and prepare for the spring, but also kind of wear them through the winter as well. So you get more cost per wear and more wear out of these items. I guess that's why I'm mentioning some of the spring items too, because they are still kind of relevant in the winter. You can wear them both seasons if you pair them correctly with the right pieces. Strapless dresses, yes. Strapless tops, tube tops. I personally will not be incorporating this trend. If you like tube tops or enjoy that type of look, I think it's great to pair with a shawl or something over it that will keep you warm in the winter months while we approach the spring and summer. The next one on my list, which is going to be really perfect for either winter or spring, is utility styling. So think cargo pants. Cargo pants are the first thing that comes to mind when I think of utility styling. I personally love the look of utility styling when done right. I love the colors of that army green or that deep dark beige, that very dark beige or browns. Think of like an army fatigue uniform and the colors that are incorporated there. Of course, I would incorporate a mustard yellow as well. But utility styling is all over the runway, and I think it's going to carry over into spring. Nonetheless, it is definitely one that is in style and very relevant for the winter. This was something that I saw on the Hermes runway show as well. The color scheme, the outfits, the silhouettes, they were very much utility focused. And what I love about it is that it is casual and understated and comfortable, but you can elevate it very easily with accessories, with the right bag, the right jacket. This is going to be a really nice trend to incorporate. It doesn't mean you have to go out and buy a pair of cargo pants right away. Maybe just invest in it with the colors and maybe like a utility style jacket. And I think this is a trend that kind of resurfaces and recirculates. I remember when this army green like coated jacket was really popular at J. Crew. I personally have it, and it kind of went out of style for a little bit, but not completely. You could still wear it, and now it's very much back in and very relevant. So I will be reaching for this jacket in the coming months. The next one, and my personal favorite, and this is one where I think I could probably see myself investing more in, is romantic styling. Think flowy, beautiful, very feminine, a little chiffon. Monique Lhuillier does this very well. Chloe does this very well. Chloe does this very well. I think it's going to be very feminine, very beautiful. This romantic styling is very much on trend. You're going to see it more and more coming up in the coming months. I love Chloe for this reason because I think they do romantic styling very well. In fact, when I think of romantic styling, I immediately think of Chloe or Monique. It's just so beautiful, just so absolutely stunning. The dresses, the flowiness, and it is comfortable for the spring and summer as well because you don't have this sort of stiff, hard, uncomfortable silhouette or fabric. It's a nice, loose, flowy, breezy type of fabric that is very beautiful. Of course, florals play into this as well, and florals, groundbreaking, are also going to be very popular in the spring. Florals done in different ways, different pieces. Maybe floral gloves might be fun. Floral pattern pants. I remember having a pair of floral pattern jeans years ago. I loved them. They were very much not in style when they were done, so it's very much a trendy piece. Romantic styling and florals, I think, are going to play hand in hand. I immediately think of skirts, dresses, blouses, maybe a nice loose sort of feminine coat, a trench coat with a little floral floral detail, very pretty. The next big one that I think is relevant is ladylike styling. So immediately I think of Jackie O. So I think it's called the Lady Jacket at J. Crew will be perfect. I have a couple of these already, so I may invest in like one or two more. I think of tweeds, a very nicely tailored, feminine looking outfit, very ladylike, very elegant. And the nice thing about this ladylike style is that this will be a classic that will remain relevant and you can keep in your wardrobe for many years to come. So I have a few pieces like this that I still wear, I've always worn, and now to know that they're on trend, great. Carolyn Bessette Kennedy had a little more of a masculine style, a little fresher, think more Calvin Klein, but still very feminine, and she did do this very well. She also wore gloves. She had this beautiful gown with a pair of gloves and she looked absolutely stunning. So I'm really happy to see that my three style icons, Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, Jackie O, and Audrey Hepburn, are all going to be very much in style and on trend now with some of their looks. So this is going to be exciting time. The next one, and I don't know that I'll be taking on this trend, is tank tops. Apparently tank tops are going to be very popular, as are elevated activewear or athleisure wear. Apparently the Adidas track pants is back and in different colors, in different variations, paired with different pieces. Think a blazer to elevate the style. So you could wear a pair of Sambas, a tracksuit pants, a nice blazer, and a tank top underneath, and you'll instantly be on trend. I don't know that this is something that I will personally be wearing. I think it's fun. I definitely think it's comfortable. For those of you girls who love your Lululemon and Alo Yoga, I think pairing some of those pieces with a more structured, elevated piece, a nice sweater with a track pant or blazer with a track pant, leggings with a nice blazer, and a pair of nice sneakers. Of course, accessorize it with a pair of earrings, a nice necklace, some jewelry. I think those are going to be how you'll see some of the athleisure wear be elevated, on trend. Let me know if this is something that you guys will be playing with. I think it is fun. I do like the idea of mixing and matching things that would not normally go together, like a blazer and leggings. So this is something that I may try. I don't know that I'll be investing in the track pant per se, but I love sneakers and I love wearing sneakers with elevated outfits. I do love a good blazer, maybe a plaid blazer with leggings, or a corduroy blazer. That would be really nice. The next one is going to be asymmetry. So think asymmetrical skirts, dresses. I actually wore an asymmetrical dress for my senior prom in high school. I called it the popcorn dress. It was long and flowy in the back and was kind of cut out in the front, but it was a beautiful asymmetrical dress. I was in the best shape of my life, right? As most of us are in high school. I called it the popcorn dress because it had these details that looked like popcorn all over the dress. But this was actually perfect because it had a lot of the trends we're seeing today. The asymmetry, the flowiness, and the romantic styling. But it also had a little bit of, I wouldn't say athleisure, but there was something that was like athletic looking about it. Maybe it was just my body and the shape I was in. Asymmetrical skirts and dresses are going to be very much on trend. This is absolutely something that you can start to pair in the winter months as well as the spring. In fact, I have a beautiful skirt that was gifted to me by Commence. I do just want to take the opportunity to say that today's video is sponsored by Commence. If you haven't already shopped Commence, I highly recommend them. I personally shopped from them multiple times and so many amazing outfits at a very reasonable cost. They have a lot of trendy pieces at a fraction of what you would normally pay, and the quality is good, comfortable to wear. So if you haven't already shopped Commence, I'll include their details down below in the description box along with a discount code. Definitely be sure to check them out and shop Commence because they do have some great pieces. The next one that's going to be very popular are boxy and or buttoned cardigans. So this goes back into the ladylike category. So these cardigans and sweaters are going to be very much in style. This is going to be a really nice look that you can very easily carry from the winter to spring and perhaps early summer months. So boxy, ladylike buttoned cardigans will be very much on trend. The last and definitely one I will not be incorporating is the scant skirt. I was researching for this video. I came across the information of scant skirt coming into the trend. Definitely not something that I will be investing in, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts. If you've seen it done right or you've seen it done well, I mean, I'm open to it. I love fashion, so I don't discriminate when it comes to different looks. What works for one may not work for the other. I always say that's why they make crayons with different colors. There's something for everyone, but personally, I don't think that the scant skirt is one that is for me. Let me know if it's one that you'll be incorporating. Very reminiscent of a kilt kilt, not a look that I will personally be looking to incorporate. So I think that covers most of the trends that you'll be seeing in 2025 for both winter and spring, how you can carry some of these over and which ones particularly will work well for both climates and seasons. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe and notification button down below so you never miss a new video. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Until next time, bye.